All right, welcome to another fun episode of Money Madness with yours truly, Jean Marlo Davis. Every Monday, we changed our time to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You're watching live on youtube.com/ Jean Marlo Davis, facebook.com/ Jean Marlo Davis, on what's that? YouTube, Facebook, Twitter at Jean Marlo Davis, and now TikTok, Queen Jean Wealth Creator. We are live. I was cutting up with TikTok. They got me over here trying to crip rock, and they telling me to do different. I'm doing different dances with them. See, they get the backstage pass because they don't get to see the commercials and stuff that y'all get to see. So I got to cut up for TikTok and act the fool and stuff like that. So first of all, thank you for watching. Thank you, my friends here at TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, wherever YouTube, wherever you're watching this. I am so very grateful. We're in 2022 and we're going to talk about this money, boo. That's what we're getting ready to talk about. I saw something here recently that really touched my soul, and is one of the reasons why I wrote my book. And it really touched me. It really did. And I'm talking about Jasmine Guy's interview. Did y'all see it? Interview with Tamron Hall. It really touched my soul. And I asked Bruce if he could grab an excerpt, and TikTok, I'm probably just going to have to, Bruce going to have to make the screen bigger so I can just walk over there so I can show my TikTok people. Y'all going to have to look at the other screen since I can't flip the camera, because I really want to talk about this. But first of all, first things first, go ahead right now. If you're watching on TikTok, hit that plus sign so you can follow me to victory, okay? If you're watching on YouTube, Facebook, and everywhere else, you know what to do. Like, share, subscribe, hit the button, leave a comment below, and tell me how you like the show. You know, I just got bars tonight, Bruce. Bars. I'm dropping them. So what we're going to do, we're going to take a quick commercial break. And when we come back, we're going to talk about Jasmine Guy and the painful divorce that she went through, and why you must, ladies, I'm talking to the ladies right now, brothers, you can listen, but why it's very imperative for you to have your money, man. You better get your money right. You better get your money right. You're watching Money Madness with yours truly, Jean Marlo Davis, every Monday at 8 p.m. now, Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you make that adjustment. We'll be right back after this commercial break. Come right back, okay? All right, and we're back. Welcome back to Money Madness with yours truly, Jean Marlo Davis. Thank you guys for watching, whether you're watching on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or TikTok. I am so very happy to have you guys here. Tonight we're talking about having your money right. I'm leading with what I saw. Tamron Hall, she interviewed Jasmine Guy, and Jasmine Guy was talking about painful divorce, and she was talking about her money issues. And I want to talk about why you must have your money right, ladies. And this is the reason why I wrote said book. I wrote this book. This is my love story, my love letter to women, about sharing how when I was abandoned by my ex-husband, I'm happily married now, but by my ex-husband with 4 kids, what I went through, struggling to make ends meet, being homeless, naked, out of doors, trying to figure out what we're going to eat, where we're going to go, all these different things, to now being a successful businesswoman, been seen on Good Day Atlanta, Good Morning America, work with Fran Tarkenton, Jack Zufelt, work with a lot of millionaires, have building multi-millionaire companies by God's grace and mercy. And it wasn't easy. So when I watched that interview with Jasmine Guy, it kind of brought me back to the situation that I was in. And what I'm gonna do, TikTok, I'm gonna carry y'all over there, and you guys watching where you are on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn, whatever. Bruce is getting ready to cue the video up, and I'm gonna play some of it, not the whole video, because we don't have time for that. But it's coming courtesy of Tamron Hall show. It is. I do not own the show. I do not own the rights, but I can share this video that I want you guys to watch, and it's going to set up for what I'm talking about in my book. So, are you ready to cue that video, Bruce? Let's see if we can cue that video right quick. Bruce getting the video together. Thank you guys for the hearts. You guys are awesome. Thank you guys for being here. Let me see. So we're talking while he's queuing up the video. The video, the reason why I want to play it, it really sets the tone for what I put in my book. When I tell the story in the beginning, when I talk about what happened to me being abandoned with 4 kids, and then I go into the next chapter called Realization. And in this chapter, I talk about the awful truth about what happens with a divorce. So I'm going to walk y'all TikTokers over here to the screen. Bruce, you can set it up, huh? And thank you, Autumn, for being here. Huzzy, Whitney. One question, tell me where in the world you are and if it's cold. I'm in Georgia and it's freezing cold. Shoot. Can y'all hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. Okay. Now,
one of the things I've always admired so dearly about you, other than obviously what you do on air, is that you were so fiercely protective of your private life. You got married, people didn't know, I understand that, and then you shared it, and then you had a public divorce and had financial struggles as related to that. And you opened up about that. And I was always curious why you wanted to be that vulnerable, or you needed to share that part.
I didn't need to. It was forced upon me. I mean, I felt like I got outed and therefore had to address some of the issues that were going on, not only with the divorce, but with me having to recuperate financially from it as well.
Right, which I think is a big moment, a big teachable moment for all of us. I mean, you talk about this show started at the pandemic when millions of people were out of jobs, and we had to focus on life and say, okay, if I don't have a job, do I still have purpose? Do I still have meaning? And so here you were, a really famous person, but now financially struggling. And you learned the meaning of life is not the money.
But money provides security.
You sure do.
I mean, I didn't want money to go shopping. I wanted me and my kid to be okay.
100%, right.
So,
but you
and I
were
have a lot of love in my life. I have a lot of support. Sorry.
No, I wasn't prepared for this because I did not bring this up.
Because it's always feeling not to feel like you're going to be okay.
Amen.
And you'll be able to take care of your kid. That's really simple.
You did.
With the help of her godparents, my parents, all my friends, my sister, you know, the love in my life is very strong.
And our love and my love for you is real. And so to see you sad was not the reason.
Well, I was happy before we started.
That's all I need to y'all. Okay, you can cut it now, Bruce. You can cut it. That's all I needed you guys to see. Thank you for being here. Because getting a divorce is really painful. What really hurts me when I watched that interview, oh man, I know how that sister felt, man. I know how she feels. It is an ugly feeling to struggle financially and not know where your money's going to come from. And if you have children, not know how you're going to take care of them, how you're going to feed them, or you're going to be able to keep a roof over their head, and going through a divorce, man, and you don't have your finances right. It can be really, 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 really painful. really painful. And I don't care how good of husband you have, how good a wife you have. I don't care. I really do believe that both husband and wife should be financially savvy. What do you guys think about that? TikTok, do you guys believe that both husband and wife should be financially savvy? Can you guys hear me okay? How do you guys, I want to stay on subject. I'm going to stay on subject because it really, man, hurt me to see that sister. She was in pain. Babe, we grew up. Jasmine Guy Whitley, we grew up, right? Watching her on A Different World. And, you know, it really, guys, this is why it is my passion to teach about having financial independence, about having multiple streams of income, about, I have a great husband. I love my husband. But we both are building wealth together, but we're making sure we're financially sound by ourselves. Not that we're looking at, oh, what if he leave? What is this and that? No. What if one of the income streams dry up? Then what? Then what? What you gonna do? A lot of people lost their jobs during the pandemic that they didn't even expect to lose their jobs, but that lost their jobs. Some people, they're like, you know, no, I'm not getting the jab. And because I'm not getting the jab, you know, some jobs let them go. And they had to think new career path. But that's something else. I'm talking about what happens. We're talking about Jasmine Guy, the painful divorce she went through, the financial woes that she experienced when she went through divorce, because evidently her husband must have been more financially sound. Is that what you got, babe? He was, you know, the breadwinner. And when I guess he didn't set her up for any kind of spousal support or child support. I didn't hear that. But she struggled. But thank God, she said she had her family there for her. You know, she got love, she got support, that they gather around her and support her. And that's why in my book, I talk about this. I'm a wealthy woman because I refuse to be abused. My road to total prosperity. You better go get it. Women, go get it. It's on Amazon.com. It's on, BarnesandNoble.com, Target.com, Zulon Press. It's right there. If you're watching on Facebook, YouTube, and all the other places except for my friends here on TikTok, you could just scan the QR code and get the book and take you there. I'm on page 2. I'm going to read something in my book, and I want you to hear. That's why I say you need to get this book. It says The Awful Truth. I want you to know the truth and begin to change your life today. This is the awful truth, as I have researched it over the years and found these alarming statistics. According to Per Elvis article, What Women Can Do About Divorce Inequality, women finances dip. You hear me? Dip 41%. Women finances dip 41% after divorce. The Pew Research Center said that in 69% of heterosexual marriages, husbands make more money than their wives. If a couple divorces, the woman's total household income drops more than men. And then an article in Forbes, titled The 6 Nasty Financial Surprises for Divorcing Women, states that 46% of divorced women surveyed by online marketplace Worthy said that divorce brought them financial surprises. 1,785 adult women were surveyed. 22% of the women were 55 and older, and most of them had already been divorced. Now, let's talk about the 6 nasty surprises divorcing and divorced women often encounter. Okay. Now, this is in my book. I did my research. I talk about this before I get into finances and taxes and investing and increasing your financial IQ and talking about total prosperity. It's all in this book. You need to get it. Listen to this. This is 6 things. 6, they say, nasty surprises that women face when they get a divorce. Number 1, being unaware of the total size of their marital debt, including the primary mortgage, credit cards, debt, 401k, loans, student loans, etc. Not anticipating. Check this out. Can you imagine you've been a stay-at-home mom working at home for 20 some odd years, and he decides to leave you, or, you know, whatever he decides to do, and now you're forced to go back into the workforce. Number 2, that's what it is. Not anticipating they would have to return to the workforce. Number 3, assuming child support and or alimony would be higher or last longer. A lot of people find out, no, baby, the alimony and child support, it just wasn't taking care of all the bills. Assuming they could keep the marital home. A lot of people that I know, women, go through a divorce and they had to sell the home. They couldn't keep it. The staggering cost of healthcare insurance. Trying to have healthcare, you know, now they're saying that, I don't know, I haven't researched, I don't know, but healthcare.gov supposed to be good, you know, affordable insurance. I don't know. I saw somebody else talking about what you don't get, and I got to connect you guys with her on if you need insurance. I'm definitely going to make sure if you want affordable insurance, I know someone that can help you with affordable insurance. As a matter of fact, I'm going to see if she could come on the show. I met her at a networking event. It's very important, ladies. I'm talking to men too, but predominantly ladies, okay? Underestimating the cost of getting a divorce. This is the reason, we're talking about the awful truth behind getting a divorce. Why so many ladies stay, why your grandma stay, why your mama stay, why so many people stay in a marriage. It's a song out there that's called "It's Cheaper to Keep Her." I remember I used to hear, "It's cheaper to keep her." I used to hear that because of all the things that you go through. What people don't understand, that marriage is an institution. It is an institute. It is an incorporation. If you don't believe it, get a divorce and you'll see. If you don't have anything, that's one thing. But if you have assets, it's a big headache. You are watching Money Madness with yours truly, Jean Marlo Davis, every Monday now at our new time at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Guys, we're going to take a quick commercial and we'll be right back. We're talking about Jasmine Guy and her painful divorce and what happens when you get a divorce and your finances not right. You're watching Money Madness. We'll be right back. We'll be right back. Okay, we're back. I was talking to Bruce and I was like, you know, nobody gets married to get a divorce. And sometimes we are pressured into marriage. We don't do a courtship to really see, you know, if we are compatible. Do we share the same dreams? Do we share the same goals? You know, do we really love each other? Or are we getting together because your religion said that you got to be married, and if you're an elder in the church or somewhere else, you've been single for years, you need to go ahead and put a ring on it, and you're rushing for whatever reason, you know, and I was just telling Bruce that really hurt my heart because I know how the sister felt to be concerned about money. That's the reason why I wrote this book. This is a good book. Let me read a little bit more. So what does all this mean? Statistics shows us that we are totally dependent on our spouses, partners, family members, our jobs, or the government for financial security. How many people looking for a stimulus and a refund coming up soon? How many? Be honest with yourself. How many? Or will you be your own stimulus? Will you stimuli your own economy? Or are you looking for the government to do it for you? We struggle like hell to take care of our husbands, I'm talking about sisters, and children. Yet we end up killing ourselves from dissatisfaction and not at ease, which equals disease. There are many single family households in America, as well as an alarming increase of obesity in women. We are carrying our own weight and the weight of our families while literally killing ourselves from a lack of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding concerning finances and health, mental, spiritual, and physical. It is time to wake up and realize that we must begin to take better care of ourselves, ladies, and begin to start doing something for ourselves. Man, this book right here is an excellent book. Just a little snippet where I get in talking about finances. I get in talking about increasing your financial IQ. I talk about, what is a financial statement? I talk about health. I talk about having total prosperity in every area of your life, mentally, spiritually, physically, financially, emotionally. We got personal development. It's so much. This book is an easy read. A fifth grader can read it. Are you smarter than a third grader or fifth grader? It's in layman's terms. I didn't put all the fancy terminology in here. You can read it. But what I like is a lot of good information to help you financially. And, that's one of the things that really bothered me is a lot of times we, especially ladies, I'm talking to the ladies, especially when we're in love, we got that good man, he's taking care of everything. He's loving up on you. He takes care of, you don't have to worry. Maybe you're a stay-at-home mom. You have a baby. He goes out. He travel around the world, bringing the good news of his business or whatever. And I was about to say something, but I caught myself. And out here, just, unchaperoned. One of my favorite coaches is Grant Cardone. I love the fact that he take his wife and children everywhere he goes because he understands the nature of the beast, ladies. He understands running up the highways and byways of meeting all these people around the world, that temptations can be there. He's a man, he's human, but he understands that his wife and his children is a covering for him. So he take his wife and kids with him everywhere he goes. Don't let no man tell you, oh, baby, you can't go. And he works for his own self. He owns the business, or he's growing a business, and you can't go and you're not working a job. Why you can't go? You mean you tell me he can't put you up in the hotel with the baby? He can't do that? Oh, well, I'd rather stay at home. Okay. Them excuses. And I remember this came from a man. It didn't come from me. Okay. Let's get that straight. That man said, I do it. I'm talking about Grant Cardone, Mr. 10X, my coach. He said, I do it as a protection for me, as a covering for me, that my wife and kids go everywhere I go. And that's why he got a private jet, for Pete's sakes, And you have men that's out there, that's in business, that, in sports, whatever, travel a lot, on the road an extended time, and have they, and different area codes, and hey, things happen, and now the corporation is being divided, or whatever reason, or maybe it's not even a divorce, maybe it's not any of that, maybe it's um they lost a job after years of service, after working hard, or like I said, we've seen so many crazy things happen in lieu of this bomb out here, the jabby jab, and all this other stuff going on, that we're seeing a lot of decisions being made, and people having to make choices on what they do with their body, and different, V versus non-V, and all this old crazy stuff that good night is going on. What I would tell you, in lieu of everything that's going on, I said this, and people who subscribe to my newsletter, if you want to subscribe to my newsletter, get information, be in the know, go to twcuniversity.com, twcuniversity.com, put your name, put your email. Minute you do that, you're subscribed. And if you want to join a university, you can do that as well. But twcuniversity.com, name and email. That's it. We won't sell your stuff. We don't need to sell your stuff, but we will give you the education and the training and the motivation to help you to go out here and live a fruitful life. Now, back to what I was saying, financially, you can't be in the economy, and we haven't even reached hyperinflation yet, but in the economy that we're in, there's no way you could depend on one income. And if you depend on one, even two, you're a catastrophe away from being totally broke. I know, guys, listen, I had something happen, oh my God, to my mouth during COVID 2020, scared the crap out of me. My wisdom tooth got infected, from a previous dentist, that he pulled out one, but he didn't pull out the one next to it, and it got infected, and I started having all this problem. And right now I'm getting a lot of work on my gums and my teeth, and deep cleaning and all this old stuff. I might have to get braces because I never had a gap before, all this old stuff. And that stuff costs monies, baby, monies. We've been spending a grip on my mouth, man, and I brushed my teeth and floss and all that old stuff. But anyway, I asked the doctor where it covered. He said it could cover anything. It come from stress. We all went through a lot during COVID 2020. He said it could come from anything. So now spending all this money on my mouth, trying to get my teeth back perfect like it was before. But hey, I'm rocking this little gap right now. It's okay. But it won't be here long. Anyway. But it costs money. Thank God we have some money to get the stuff fixed, and time, because you be wanting to get a rush work done, but they have to take care of everything else. But it costs money and it costs time. Okay. And if your income is threatened or taken away, you're one catastrophe away, man, from being out there on the streets. That's why I don't look down at people. I don't talk ish on people. I don't put people down. I don't do any of that, man, because you could be just like that. I've seen multi-millionaires have millions this year, next year, broke as hell. And you'd be like, what the hell happened to their money? It's not funny, guys. You're watching Money Madness with yours truly, Jean Marlo Davis. Listen, we're going to take a commercial break and we'll be right back. And we're talking about why you need to make sure, you have more than one stream of income. We're talking about the painful divorce of Jasmine Guy, and why we need to really look at I want to talk about married couples. I'm going to talk about married couples when we come back. Is it very important for them to have their own bank account? Should they just have a joint account? What should they do? You're watching Money Madness with yours truly, Jean Marlo Davis. We'll be right back. And we're back. We're back. We're talking about the painful divorce, the interview that Jasmine Guy, she was on Tamron Hall's show, and that sparked a flame in me because of so many women end up in financial disarray when they go through a divorce. I'm talking about women right now. I'm not talking about the men right now. I'm talking about women. And that posed a question about should women and men, if you're a married couple, should you have your own bank account? Should you be financially savvy and not have to depend on your spouse? I want to see some come. If you guys are watching Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, right here on TikTok, what do you think about that? Go ahead and drop some comments in the comments below. I really want to hear from you. Should you be financially savvy? Should you be financially secure before you even try to get married? And then if you're married, should you both strive to be financially independent? While you're thinking about that, and I want to hear from you, I met years ago, I always talk about this. I met Robert Kiyosaki, Donald Trump. He wasn't the president then, of course. Kim Kiyosaki, a couple other speakers that we met, and they used to do something called, it was the Learning Annex, and it was a big convention here in Georgia. And I went to it, and I got a special VIP ticket. And I was able to meet Robert Kiyosaki and his wife. I met Donald Trump coming out on the side stage, but I was able to meet Robert Kiyosaki and his wife. I got his wife. She wrote a book. I got an autographed copy of her book. And I met the company that was working with, Gold and Silver. We was talking different investments. It was really, really good. And one of the questions somebody posed was what I posed to you. Should married couples be financially sound independently as well as sound together? And Robert said it like this. I'm talking about Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. He said that I am a multimillionaire. And he said, my wife by herself is a multimillionaire. Together, we are multimillionaires. But if anything happened to me or happened to my finances or whatever the case may be, Kim, that's his wife's name, is financially sound by herself. And that right there set a spark in my mind years ago that it's not about, oh, I got to make sure my money's right in case this Negro leaves me or something. That's not what we're saying, right, babe? That we're not coming from that type of mentality. Like we're looking for somebody to muck up. No, we're not. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is one of the streams of income, what if his income stream dries up? Then I want to make sure that we have several income streams that we don't have to work, that we have multiple, which we do. We have multiple streams of income that we're building. For us, we do have a joint account together, and we do have our own account together, and we do have our own business accounts. He has a business account. I have a business account. We have business accounts together, and then we have personal accounts together, and then we have personal accounts separate, and so we have multiple accounts. We have multiple businesses. So I've been married coming up on 7 years. And Bruce known me since I was like 28. We were friends. My children used to call him Uncle Bruce, when I was a single mom and going through the I would say the worst time in my life when I met him. I was coming out of that abandoncy, I would say. And, never would have thought 10 years, 20 years, less than 20 years later that we would be together, husband and wife, because he was just a good man and I saw and a good friend. And Bruce always known, everybody always called me Jean's the financial queen. She's always about finances, about taxes. I'm an ex-IRS auditor, 20 years tax and finance, building a multi-million dollar corporation, multiple. I don't say it to brag and boast. I say it because it's real. And that's what I have to do. It ain't cheap at the dentist, trust. And I do not feel like flying all the way to Mexico or somewhere to get it done. When they going in and doing all this work, I need to, something ain't right. I need to be, can I come in because I'm feeling this? I don't want to have to get on a private jet or some crap and you got to fly over there. Now you got to pay for the fuel and all this whole other stuff. If you ain't got hours on your card, see, you don't know nothing about that. You don't have hours on your card. Now you got to rear up. You don't have to fly commercial. It's really, I have to tell y'all about, I'll tell you about the hookup later. Okay. But anyway, you don't have to fly commercial. You can actually get prepaid hours and fly private. You really can. But anyway, it's not cheap for that dentist. Is it cheap, babe? It's not cheap. We dropping bones. I ain't talking about Bones, Thugs, and Harmony either. I'm talking about bones. I'm talking about $1,000 to get deep clean and restructuring and, doing all this old stuff to get your teeth right and all this old stuff. As you get older, your teeth shift and all these old different things, But I thank God for blessing. But the main thing is I think about making sure, here's my thing. I don't want my husband to suffer anything, God forbid, happens to me. And he don't want me to suffer anything, God forbid, happen to him. I don't want my children to suffer. I don't want none of this crap. And then let's just talk about life. I love life. I read somewhere that he wants me to have life and have it more abundantly. Not sitting up here struggling, trying to pay bills. And some of you guys, your goals so low, you just want to pay. All I want to do is just pay my bill. I just want to be able to pay my bills. Hallelujah. No, ma'am. No. If that's for you, that's for you. But in our house, we serve the Lord. And my Lord said that he would supply all my needs. But he also said, above all things, I wish for you to prosper, be in good health as your soul prosper. Hallelujah. Now, let's talk about this multiple streams of income. That was very painful to watch. If you missed it, you just checked into the show. Shame on you. We got a new time, 8 p.m. sharp. 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Money Madness, and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's on Monday. And 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Thursday for the Jean Marlo Davis Show. That is our new time during this season because I'm really swamped in the first quarter. And I apologize. I don't know if I'll be back at 7:30. I don't know. But 8 o'clock look real good right now for us. And I apologize. And I thank you for adapting with me. Thank you. So anyway, that really hurt to see Jasmine Guy like that. And to see any woman suffering financially for the loss of a husband, loss of a loved one, or what have you. So ladies, as they used to say back in the day, get right, church. We got to get right. I want you to pick up this book. I'm going to be having a wealthy woman luncheon. And if you want to come, if you're in the Georgia area, just inbox me. I'm going to have some powerful women there. If you have a business and you want to share your business, you want to network with powerful women who are making moves in their own stride, in their own lanes, you need to inbox me. And I'll give you the information to come and I'll let you know when it's going to be. But we're going to have a wealthy woman luncheon. This is all about, this is right here. We got to get this message out about women becoming financially free, about women having total prosperity in every area of their life, getting their mind right, their body right, their spirit right, getting healthy, getting strong, I'm not talking about I am woman, hear me roar type stuff. It ain't that type of book. This ain't no male bashing book. I'm a happily married woman. I say it loud and I say it proud. I'm happily married. So it ain't about beating down a brother. That's not what we do. We lift him up. He gives us love and we give him respect because that's how God designed it. Okay. Men want that respect and we want that love. And that's just it. And yes, of course, we get respect as well. But, God has given each of us different. That's another show right there. So anyway, I want you to get this book because I'm going to be doing some workshops and it's going to be about what the information in this book. It's a lot of financial information in here, a lot of information about the designing your future, the science to becoming wealthy. I talk about personal development. Your income is attached to your personal growth. What's this about? The secret to your success is in the power of networking. You know, it's a lot of good. It's a lot of good chapters in here. How to achieve total prosperity in every area of your life. I am going to be piping about this book. I don't care how many books I write. This is my first love. I'm going to be piping about this book to God call me home decades and decades from now. I pray. This is a book that your mother, your sister, your cousin need to have. Even men. I have had men to purchase the book and read it because they said, you put a lot of good financial information. This book is good. My son has read it. My husband has read it. You know, some of my clients that are males have read it and then said, you know what, I'm going to buy some and give them away. This is about empowerment. I want you to help me get this message out to be able to empower women to really take, you know, not just, we take care of everybody. And sometimes we're lacking. We're lacking with having the financial education, understanding, you know, making sure that we take care of ourselves, we're taking care of everybody else. We need to get back in the gym. We need to make sure we're eating right. We need to make sure we get that personal time for ourselves, the meditation, the prayer, you know, the unity. That's why I looked this year. I said, God, I want to make powerful connections. I want to work with powerful women. Yes, I work with men, but powerful women. And because we are the mothers of civilization, 75% of the work is with the woman. Understand? You teach that man, you teach the man. You teach the woman, you teach the village. You teach the whole world. And so we got to make sure now with everything that's going on in the world, we got to make sure, women, that we have our mind right, we have our body right, we have our spirit right, we have our finances right. The days of waiting for Captain Saver, you know what, is over. We're not looking for nobody to swoop in. Save yourself. Save yourself. Keep your dignity. Don't lose your soul for some fiat money, something that don't even have any value. Really, it's just a tool that we use at this time. Now, if it was sheep, then it'd be sheep. But it's that green stuff that is not even backed by anything. Just temporary belief that we have right now. That's why we got things like crypto and other things on the rise. That's a whole nother show. But I just wanted to throw this out here. It's a lot of good stuff tonight, right, Bruce? A lot of good stuff. I could go on and on and on when it comes. Do we have any comments? Anybody got a comment right now? Okay, I don't see any comments here on TikTok. I just want to say, guys, go pick this up. Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, Target.com, ZulonPress.com. Pick it up. I am a wealthy woman because I refuse to be abused. My road to total prosperity. Somebody asked me, why do you say I refuse to be abused? Because you know where I got that from? Because Robert Kiyosaki said, when you're ignorant and you don't know what to do with money, he said, you're a chicken waiting to be plucked. And I ain't going to be plucked. And when you don't have knowledge and you don't know where you're going, any road can take you there. So that's why I say I am a wealthy woman, because I refuse to be abused. And I'm talking about having total prosperity in every area of your life. So get that book, guys. If you want to know about the luncheon that's coming up, the Wealthy Women events that's going to be surrounded. We're going to do some powerful things, some networking things to empower women. That's my mission. I am a woman. So, hey, I love my sisters. I got all my sisters with me. We are family. Let me stop. You know, I always got to sing something, don't I? Get the book. I'm very serious because we got to be able to unite. This one lady said to me, she said, and that's another story. I don't even want to talk about it here. But she said, have you ever had any problems working with women? And I said, no, I met some powerful women And water seeks its own level. So I work with powerful women. Women are drawn onto me, powerful women that is. So no, and she said, what about, have you had any problems working with Black women? And I was like, oh. She said, can you talk about that on your show? And I have to think about it and I have to pray about it. But we want to talk, this is all about healing. And we got to come together. We got to unite. Black, white, Jew, Gentile. I don't care about your color. What I care about is making an impact. Our goal is to impact 1 billion lives. I can't do it by myself. But I want to make sure that we are educated, we are trained, we're motivated, we're out here doing what's necessary to make sure that we can have a better life, that we can secure the future, and we don't have to worry about paper and worry about if somebody left or somebody passed or whatever, that our life dropped down to where we're struggling and damn near on the street. I want to say thank you so much for being here, guys. You've been watching Money Madness with yours truly, Jean Marlo Davis. Every Monday, our new time during this quarter, January to the end of March, is 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, the summertime, it may change up. We might start going back early, but because of this being the first quarter, we're working on some major projects that's going to benefit you all. Right now, we're going to have to keep it at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I want to say thank you. Please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell, leave a comment below. You want to know about the women's luncheon? Hit me up. Say, Jean, I want to know more so I can give you the information. Guys, thank you so much. If you're watching on TikTok, hit the plus so you can follow, so you can always get an update when we go live. My name is Jean Marlo Davis. I am a wealth creator. You're a wealth creator too. And remember that you can have, be, do anything. God bless, and God willing, I see you Thursday for the Jean Marlo Davis show at 8 p.m. God bless and take care. Mwah, mwah, mwah.